Alright. I'm going to the pictures. I'm going to the cinema. It's Monday. I'm going to see Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And here I'm going to see it on Monday, midday. Who is going to be there? I've not booked a ticket. I mean, who other than me is actually going to be in this place? Place your bets. I think it's going to be me and like one other guy. I've not seen the first one. This is the third one of the films. The first one's called Now You See Me. I think the second one's called Now You See Me 2. I've never been interested in them. I just fancy going to the pictures and see how it goes. This is what it looks like, by the way. I'm holding my phone, by the way. I'm cycling with one hand. I half expected that guy on the bike, I don't know if you saw the guy on the bike passing me with the helmet and the high vis stuff for the cycling gear. Half expected him to go like that. Don't cycle with both hands, you idiot, or like, be careful, you idiot. I don't know, I just expect these, what do you call them? Mammals. Middle-aged men in lycra. Just kind of expect them to be, I don't know. This bit here is a mistake. I accidentally put the camera on stop motion mode, which doesn't record any sound. I was just going on and on about that cyclist and cyclists like him. I can't remember what I was saying exactly, but it was probably something prejudiced and unfounded and unfair. Anyway.
What do we know? Oh, I finished in crime. Traveller.
Here we go. Yeah, I better switch this off because I'm actually in a hurry. There's actually quite a few people in here. It's called Savour Mondays or something, Super Savour Mondays. Maybe it's the Wicked 2 effect. Odin, please make these doors pushable. They're only pullable, which is very difficult to get open if you've got a popcorn in one hand and a drink in the other, especially this one here where there isn't even glass there, so somebody could just barge through and there's like popcorn, drink everywhere. Thank you very much, cheers. Gemini. Well, that was that. I'll tell you what I think in a minute. Go to a wee quiet bit. I'll tell you about the film in a minute. I'll tell you about it later. First I want to talk about this place. Before I leave I want to talk about this place. I want to come and pay my respects and say RIP, because this place used to be a Frankie and Benny's, the Italian American themed restaurant Frankie and Benny's. I don't know if I only came once or maybe came 2 or 3 times, I can't remember. I've been to a few Frankie and Benny's, might have just been to this one once, but it was an unforgettable experience because there was a woman who worked there that I will never forget. We sat down and just this fucking voice shouted out loud as fuck. I don't know if I can do it here. That's Yer Calzone! Loud as fuck. And well, I turned, and there was a woman, like serving folk, who was loud as fuck, and she sounded like, you know, my like Jacqueline McCafferty voice, she sounded kind of like that. She was the loudest fucking thing in there, like louder than the music, louder than everybody, like chatting away. And just when she brought food to people's tables, she shouted it out like loud as fuck. I remember being loud with quite a lot of people, not in a kind of rude way, not in an angry way, nothing like that. She was just fucking loud. And the one thing that she said that sticks out the most was when she said, "There's your calzone," to somebody. "That's your calzone," like it was something like that. I don't know if you know what calzone is, like a kind of pizza that's folded there and then put in the oven. I was like that, fucking, when I heard it, I was like, what the fuck is that? And the whole place went quiet. See, whenever she shouted out, the whole place went quiet. You know, like if a loud sound goes off, everything goes quiet because everybody stops talking. So that made it sound even louder than what she already was. And I'll never fucking forget. See, now, it's one of these things, you've probably got a few of these things yourself that you just kind of keep saying every month, every few months. Like for the last 10 years, you just keep repeating this same thing again. That's one of them for me, that calzone thing. See, whenever I'm in a restaurant and there's a calzone, there's calzone on the menu, I come out with it all the time. I go like that, "There's your calzone." Anytime I see it, I see the word, I think of her. Can't quite remember what she looked like, but she's like going about in a kind of a bit of a hurry, but aye, that's your calzone. That's your calzone. I can't do it justice how loud it was. Hold on, I'll come out here. She probably wasn't that loud, but she's loud as fuck. Hold on, right, there's nobody about here. Okay, side. Honestly, it was this. "That's your calzone!" Shit, there's people there, see? Fuck. Is that Lemmy guy? What? Did he shout, "That's your calzone"? Can you hear that ringing sound? Was that my ears because I fucking shouted? So I just come to pay my respects, not to her. I mean, I'm not saying R.I.P. to her. I don't think she's not dead. I don't know anyway. But this Frankie and Benny's is. So just come to pay my respects before I leave. See, next time I'm in a restaurant, I'm going to get a calzone to honour her. Thank you. Look at that fucking pothole. Look at the size of that cycling. Look at the size of that fucking hole, and then there's that there. And there's one there. You go over on your bike when there's a bus behind you, and it's fucking game over. Game over. I don't know if you've seen Lemmy Show, the pilot for Lemmy Show. There's a sketch right at the start, I think, that I call the lever sketch, right? I'm up there, on that bit there. And I'm pulling a lever. And this thing happens, right? Well, I was cycling past here about a month ago, and there was a couple of women here, right? And one was up in there where the lever was, another one was down here, storing here, and she was taking a picture. She was taking a picture of the one that was storing up there. And there's like no reason to go there. You know, there's no reason to sort of pose for a picture there that I can see. Like, she wasn't posing like as if she was pulling a lever, but I was almost ready to fucking, like, I kind of stopped a wee bit and I was ready to fucking hang about. I was ready to, like, I don't know, almost thought, what if I fucking, like, drift by again? Would they go like that? Wait a minute, is that Limmy there? I thought, no, don't do that, that's fucking weird. You know, like, was it, you say hello or something, like, oh, are you doing a sketch? It's hard to know what the right thing is to do in that situation, but I don't even know if they were taking a picture there for that reason, but I don't see, there's nothing else there. There's nothing there. I don't want to go like that. Right. Sketch, aye. Case of that. What? I'm marking my fucking nut. Or am I? There's nothing else there. What? Right, I'm sitting down, got a wee bit, took a wee bit of time to stop and sit down to tell you about the film. Now you see me, now you don't. It was cheesy, it was stupid, I like it. I loved it. No, I didn't. So it was that, but I'm glad I went anyway. Good to get out the house. I didn't want to go. I felt like just being lazy and sitting about the house. I thought, get out. So that's that. That's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.